It's Social Finance, aka SoFi, the best bank account for high yield savings in 2024. We're going to find out today in this video, and I'm going to give you all the details you need to know in order for you to make the best decision for yourself. As always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, consider subscribing to the channel, check the link in the description, and with that being said, let's jump right into it. And is this the best bank account of 2024? Well, we'll find out. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Alex. And if you don't know anything about me, I have been using high yield savings accounts since 2022. I've been doing a lot of research, observations, and giving you guys insight in my YouTube channel here now for the last couple of months. And my engineering background has helped me identify requirements for high yield savings accounts and what to look for to help you filter through the noise. Now, here are my personal high yield savings accounts requirements. This is exactly what we're going to be going over in the next couple of slides. And of course, as always, make sure that you screenshot this, share it with a friend and someone that you care about. All right, so now with all that being said, let's go over the requirements and let's go over the best features of Social Finance, aka SoFi, for its high yield savings account service. We're talking about a 4.6 APY. That's the account rate as of March 2024. And there's a little star here next to the 4.6, and that means something. Now, there's two things that happens when you open an account with SoFi, which is exactly what I went through. I do happen to have an account with them. And when you want to get this 4.6 APY, number one, you have to set up direct deposit. And the second thing that happens is SoFi automatically opens you a checking account. The first time I opened my high yield savings account with them, I saw that there was also a checking account just sitting there. And I was thinking, what is this? So that's just an automatic process that SoFi goes through in order to, I guess, they do this in order to encourage you to bring all your money and all your services to SoFi just so that you can create a hub and you can use it for checking, for savings. So that's just a business move on their part. Now, whether or not that is for you, then obviously it's going to depend on your needs. But that's something that happens when you open a SoFi account. Now, having said that, if you are someone that is also looking for a bonus, if you're a new client and you're looking for a high yield savings account, and certainly I am motivated by organizations that offer a bonus, whether it's a credit card, a checking account, a business account, SoFi does offer up to $325 cash bonus. And honestly, this is one of the highest bonuses that I've seen. If you have a direct deposit between $1,000 and $5,000, you get a $50 bonus. If you have a direct deposit of $5,000 or more, you do get $300. And if you use the link in the description, you get an extra $25. And that basically brings us to a total of $325 once it's all said and done with a $5,000 direct deposit or more. Now, let's go to the next requirement, something that I personally consider very, very important when it comes to choosing high yield savings accounts, and that is the monthly fees. If you're someone that is considering a bank that charges you $5 or $4.50 for a monthly fee for your savings account, please stop. The other day, I saw a bank that is offering savings accounts. Not only do they give you a very low 0.5% APY on your savings account, they were also about to charge you $4.50. So absolutely outrageous in my personal opinion. And we don't want any fees whatsoever to eat up on our savings earnings, on any interest that we earned through the month. So 0 monthly fees on a monthly basis for a savings account, it's a win in my book. It's something that honestly should be the standard nowadays, especially with how much competition there is out there. Now, along those lines, when it comes to minimum deposit required, if you're someone that is looking for a savings account and you want to start with $1, $10, then SoFi, you can open your account with $1, $10, however much you have. Sometimes banks make you open an account with $5,000, $10,000, and that's not the case here with SoFi. Something else that is very important whenever we are considering an organization for our hard-earned money, we need to look at FDIC insurance for commercial banks, which, believe it or not, there are some banks out there that do not offer FDIC. So we have to make sure that the organization we are considering is reputable and is FDIC insured, NCUA for credit unions, and at least insured up to $250,000 $250,000. Now, $250,000 is what most banks offer, and SoFi takes this number all the way to $2 million. So if you earn that much money, then what SoFi does, they use a variety or a network of FDIC-insured banks, and then they act as an agent, and you can then bank with them up to $2 million, and that way your money is safe up to that much. Now, if you are interested in knowing, okay, how easy is it for your money to be transferred, for your access? Now, SoFi does offer 2 to 3 business days to transfer to another institution. Now, personally, based on what I've seen, 1 to 3 business days is very standard. Most banks take that long to transfer your money. Now, of course, this is going to depend whether you make your transaction on the weekend, whether you make it on a weekday during business hours. So I want to say that this number right here, 2 to 3 business days, is fairly conservative. If you are someone that really needs your money nowadays and you cannot wait 3 business days for your money to be transferred, one thing that you can do is open a checking account, which SoFi automatically does. And then you can just transfer your money to your checking account from your high yield savings, and then just use the ATM to withdraw your money cash. So that's going to be in case of an emergency. We all know life happens, and we just don't know when we're going to need our cash. So that's a way that you can kind of, quote unquote, cheat the system and play the system. You don't have to transfer and wait 2 to 3 business days to get your money. Now, if you're wondering how you can deposit money into your SoFi, you can do the very much standard bank transfer, direct deposit, wire transfer. With wire transfers, we have to be a little careful, because if you are receiving money with a wire transfer, you are good to go. You don't get charged any fees. But if you are taking money out, then they're going to charge you a fee. So that's what I've seen with most banks and most organizations. So just be careful there. But since we're talking about deposits, then you are good to go with the wire transfer. You can also deposit. You could do mobile deposits. That's what I mean here by e-check. You can also deposit cash through the ATM if that's something that you wish to do. So a lot of variety here. It has a lot of versatility when it comes to accessing your money. Now, when it comes to withdrawal frequency limit, now to give you a little bit of context here, when it comes to withdrawal frequency limit, this basically is saying how many times are you allowed to make withdrawals from your high yield savings account. Now, there used to be a regulation that made banks give a maximum withdrawals per month for the customers of 6. Now, this regulation was lifted in April 2020 after everything that happened in that year. So now it's up to banks to decide how many withdrawals per month they allow their customers to have. Now, in the case of SoFi, they have no limit when it comes to withdrawal frequency limit, which is a win in my personal opinion. And also, when it comes to accessing your money, if you want to check out your statements, if you want to see what's going on with your transfers, you can access your money online, mobile. Also, you can do ATM if you have a checking account. You do get a debit card. And as someone who has had the SoFi savings account for a couple of months now, it has a, generally speaking, good interface, mobile app or website, and it has a lot of features. I'm going to give you a screenshot here on what it looks like once you open your account. Now, when it comes to human customer service, that is something that SoFi does offer and is available. And in my personal opinion, it's very important for an organization to offer human customer service. I've certainly dealt with my fair share of banks, and not just banks, but also just services in general, where companies just have an automated service and you never get to talk to a human. Everything is just automated. And personally, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of it. I like to talk to someone that can just help me through my problem and hopefully just get it resolved right away. So now when it comes to the X factors here, I call X factors a couple of things. Number one, the average review score from customers, like what are customers saying? And this reviews comes from Wallet Hub, which is the third-party organization that I like using. So SoFi ends up with a 2.7 out of 5. So that's about approximately a 64% satisfaction out of 906 reviews. And quite honestly, based on what I've seen with other banks, the bar is not that high. The standard is not that high when it comes to reviews, because as we all know, disgruntled customers and negative reviews are the ones that speak the loudest. It's very difficult for somebody that has an amazing experience, that has never had any issues, to just go and make a review saying how much they love something. And one of the things that I always say here in my videos is to just go into the 1-star and 2-star reviews and just read them, see if they're applicable to what you're looking for. Now, when it comes to SoFi being an established brand, SoFi, it's somewhat new if you compare it to the old dogs like Goldman Sachs. SoFi was established back in 2011 by 4 students out of Stanford. And originally they started with grants, they started offering loans. And now, of course, they are deep in the mud per se. They have a whole variety of products, and it's a big growing fintech in the United States. All right, so now let's look at the pros and cons for the SoFi high yield savings account. So let's go over the pros. Now, when it comes to the pros, we have a competitive APY of 4.6%. Now, I must say here, obviously, 4.6% is not the highest out there. Right now, there are certain organizations that are offering 5.35, that are offering 5.5, or some others that are offering 4.5. Now, I'm going to be telling you here that sometimes the interest rate is not everything. I was speaking with a friend yesterday, and he was telling me that he had Discover. Now, Discover, I made reviews here on the channel. It has one of the lowest APYs for high yield savings accounts. That is, in the world of high yield savings accounts, Discover is kind of like one of the last ones, one of the lowest ones. And he was telling me that he didn't care because he was saying that it was very convenient for him. He already had the credit cards and he already had a hub per se in Discover. And he didn't mind having a lower APY because that just gave him the peace of mind and it was just very convenient for him, which I completely understood. You know, at the end of the day, everybody knows what they're looking for. Everybody's got their own requirements. So let's just take this with a grain of salt. The 4.6 may seem low, but if this is an organization that just you really vibe with and you like it, that's just something to keep in mind. So that way you can make the best decision for yourself. Now, when it comes to also another pro from SoFi is a high new account bonus up to $325. Also, no minimum deposit, no monthly fees, FDIC insurance up to $2 million. But if we're honest, if you're watching this video, most people are not going to be benefiting from this. So, but that's just there in case you need it. And also, it has good tools for checking and savings accounts. And it also allows you to have vaults. And vaults are the equivalent of what Ally Bank offers a bucket. So these vaults or buckets are essentially multiple accounts that you can open under one savings account number, and that allows you to save for different things like a car, a house. And by the way, I recently just bought a car, something that I was using my high yield savings account for, and I'm extremely excited. I want to make a video about that soon, and looking forward to that. And also another thing that I've noticed they offer is investing options. So if you're someone that wants to buy the S&P 500, if you want to buy Tesla, if you want to buy anything in the stock market, then you can also do so. And it's honestly fairly easy. It just transfers straight up from your checking or savings account. Now, a couple of the cons, obviously, there's always some cons with anything that we are considering. When it comes to the cons, you do need to have direct deposit to get the APY. And that's exactly why I put this little star here. Also, it does sign you up for an automatic checking, and it also has no branch access. So if you're someone that is looking for a high yield savings account with a branch access, then this is not the organization for you. Now, the question of the year, would I recommend this account to my mom? If my mom is looking for a high or competitive APY of 4.6%, if she's looking for a fat opening account bonus of up to $325, if she's looking for basic checking and savings, also some basic investing needs, then I want to say that it's a good option for these over here. On the other hand, of course, if mom's looking for the highest APY available out there, also if she's looking for an organization with physical branches, and also if she doesn't want to have direct deposit or a checking account. Now, this also screenshot over here is the best for welcome bonus. This is a CNBC screenshot that they identify SoFi as the best high yield savings account for a welcome bonus, which supports what I mentioned here, how they offer a fat opening account bonus of up to $325. So is SoFi for you? Does it meet all you need? Are you interested in earning the cash bonus of up to $325? If that's the case, if you're interested in opening an account with them, check the links in the description. It does support the channel. And if you're interested in learning more about high yield savings account, go check out these playlists over here where I give you all of my takes of all the financial institutions I've looked into. Or if you're interested in learning more about Roth IRAs and investment retirement accounts, go check out this video over here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.